What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to Director of Football, non-league to legend. We're coming to the very, very end of our time with the River Plate. It's unfortunate. I've enjoyed my time here. Absolutely loved the club. I'm going to miss it. We're currently in the midst of the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm not wearing my glasses. There we go. So, regardless what happens, we are going to be playing 2 games today. We are playing in the semi-final today against Club America, club who we could be managing next season. And then we play in the final against ES Tunis of Tunisia or Valencia. I think we should have enough about us to get into the final. I think we'll be playing Valencia, but only time will tell. We have played a couple of games since we dominated the Copa Libertadores final. 4 to be specific. We played against Atletico Tucumán. Romario Avila scored twice. Elias Lopez, for some ridiculous reason, decided to 2-footed lunge a player, got himself sent off, and Versace banged one in the 91st minute. Then against Argentinos Juniors, Ali Layanga scored a beautiful hat-trick, and then Alejandro Gonzalez scored a penalty after Avila missed the first of 3 penalties that we were given in that game. He didn't really have a great game, to be fair to him. Missed that and then missed a bunch of open opportunities, so he had to come off. Then against... Oh god, I hate this name. This is the one reason I'm quite glad we're leaving Argentina. Some of the names are ridiculous. Aldosivo Mar del Plata. Avila made up for missing a penalty in the game before by scoring in the 2nd minute. Then pretty much nothing happened after that. It was a tremendously boring game, bar that penalty in the 2nd minute, which wasn't really a penalty, to be fair. In 3D, did not look like a penalty. Then against Talleres, 4-1. To be honest, I forgot to make substitutions, so all these subs were in like the 83rd minute. I just triple subbed, and it was fine. We do have 2 definite testimonials in January, 2 potential testimonials. Ezequiel Palacios' testimonial is going to be against Arsenal de Sandorani, and then some guy who's on loan, Wankui, don't even know who they are. They're like Primera D team. They're some random club. I decided to set those 2 up. More so this one just for a friendly, just so we have a bit of game time before we come back into the league, which I've decided we're going to finish. We might as well finish it. You know, we're at that stage where there's no point in us not finishing it now. I kind of want to see if we can win the league again. The reason I'm giving Palacios the testimonial on the 3rd is because he's leaving on the 5th. The Director of Football's gone back in for this guy again. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th time he's tried to sign this guy. He's been banging on constantly. I'm constantly getting news articles about how he's trying to force through a move to River Plate. We do have Pablo Gamara, who looks like he's going out on loan to one of the Primera Division teams. Palacios is going to Copenhagen on the 5th, so he plays his testimonial 2 days before. Mario Milito threw a hissy fit because of too many broken promises. I said I'd play him, give him first team football. He missed like 4 games in like 2 months and decided that I wasn't playing him enough. And as you know, Joaquin Perez Ibanez, who's been a huge disappointment this season, leaves on the 3rd. So we have made a slight boo-boo in the registration for this tournament. Some players have made it in that shouldn't really be in the squad. For example, Perez Ibanez, no, and Alejandro Gomez. Agustin Gomez. Alejandro Gomez is the other goalkeeper that I'm not a huge fan of that we have at the team. Varane is on that list as well. He's registered to play, but he's picked up a knock and he's going to miss the entire tournament. I didn't realise Palacios wasn't registered for it. I didn't realise that Rotisserie Chicken wasn't registered for it. Farisato, the Venezuelan striker who's brought in recently, joined after the registration, so he won't be making any won't be playing any part in it. Cardoso is not registered, and Valenzuela, who are all players who've played relatively recently, they're not registered either, which is slightly annoying that like Perez Ibanez gets to play, where there's other players who I would have preferred to have in the team that aren't there. Regardless, this is the team we're starting with. It's probably going to be the same team that'll start against whoever we play in either the third place playoff or the final. So we'll do a little rundown of the team. We have Ledesma in goal with Carvalho and Mendenez as our wingbacks, with Dapozo and Soto in central defence, with Gonzalez and Luna in central midfield, Alanas and Versace as our wide men, Ruiz Diaz in behind Avila, who has found his scoring boots again. You know, he did go 7 or 8 games without scoring in the league. Now he's got 8 in 14. He's also played 21 and scored 16. So it's definitely had a big turnaround in form. And like I said, I do believe that we are going to win this game. We're favourites to win it. We should. They have very few players. They have like 20 something players, or 24 players I think, unregistered for this tournament, which is weird. Deserves to be in the final. Go make it happen. I would like to add the Club World Cup to my repertoire for this. Yeah, he'll make an appearance at some point, I suppose. He is recovering from an injury, so I don't think it'll be in this game he'll get an opportunity. He might get an opportunity in the next game that we play, either the third place playoff or the final. Like I said, whichever comes our way. But this could be a club that we're managing next season. This or a Canadian team, or we could be managing the MLS. I think the MLS is probably the one I'd like to go to. I think we probably have the best opportunity of winning the American tournament, or the North American Major Cup, if we did actually take over a Mexican team. But we just have to wait and see, because America is being it's a playable league on the 1st of January, whereas it's like that was terrible. Okay, he was offside. That was still terrible defending. Mexico and Canada only become available in June, and he was not offside. We are very lucky that they've disallowed that, because he was not offside. But they've been fairly dominant thus far from the highlights we've seen. Looking at stats, we are the side that are definitely doing better. But Avila couldn't quite get the ball through. Nobody closing the keeper down. Dapozo to Luna. Versace loses the ball but gets it back. Luna all the way across to Carvalho. Alanes. Oh! Scissor tackle from behind. They're down to 10 men. Cardenas. I think he's the left back. Bye! They're bringing on... Oh, they're just... we'll just take off. We'll just bring on a wonder kid. You know, it's fine. I wish we could just bring on wonder kids like that. I suppose, to be fair, we have a striker. Our striker is a wonder kid. So... can't really complain. Come on, no. 5 shots. None on target. This is a terrible, terrible game of football. I know we're playing in India, which is where the tournament's being held, actually. I don't know if I mentioned that. We are playing in India, in East Bengal. So anybody who is watching my stream Journeyman save, oh, what a belter of a shot from Luna. You know that I was in charge of East Bengal for a very, very, very brief period of time before I stopped after managing in Azerbaijan, which, to be fair, was very interesting. But Carvalho whips it in. Avila. He's at the post. Anybody who is interested, I do stream occasionally. Not often enough, to be fair. It's linked down below. It should be linked down below. It's twitch.tv/foggy_plays. If you want to jump on into that. While you're there, you might as well go and follow my friend IntoRowZ, all one word, INTOROW, and then the letter Z. He's doing a Schalke save at the moment, and it is very interesting. If you do go watch him, a lot of time I'm in his chat, and he's doing his tactics are very different to mine, so you wouldn't be going to see the exact same style of play. He's far more defensively minded. Natura Luna with the goal. Well, when I say defensively minded, I mean compared to what I'm playing, he has a defence. Soto gets an assist for kicking the ball at their goalkeeper. Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, anybody who's been around, this is episode 98. Anybody who's been around for every episode of this series, or has been around for my director or my Hungry for Success series, will know I do like a bit of attacking football, and I'm not afraid to play attacking football, even if it's not the best thing to do. Bring on a wonder kid for a wonder kid. Alanis, I thought as much, offside. Actually, how many substitutions can we make? 3, and then if it goes extra, we get 1 extra. Okay. Curiosity got the better of me. I kind of wanted to know, I'm interested. I do think we take a V off. We'll give Perez Ibanez an opportunity to get like a standing ovation or whatever before he leaves. Avila, to be fair, not been in the best of form today, but at the same time he's not been terrible, just not been great. And what we want is greatness. We strive for greatness. Perez Ibanez has been just very unfortunate that Avila came up last season as such a great striker, because I pushed him out of the striker position, and he was already playing as a left winger, but then Versace has played so very well on the left this season. Not scoring as many goals as he did last year, but he's still one of those players that he's almost guaranteed first team football, to be fair to him. So it is very much a case of the dude just got really unlucky. Then again, you could look back and say, like, there's a lot of players that, like Desmond, what are you doing? That was horrendous goalkeeping. He just kicked it at the forward. Just bop back and just bop straight at the striker, and then just doesn't move for it. Gonna demand more. Swear to God, if we lose this because I brought Perez Ibanez on, I'm gonna punch someone in the face. Dapozo is not playing well to bring on Helton. Campo is on my enemy list. Decided to be a bit of a dick, and now I don't really want to play him. So, yeah. Don't really want this going to extra time, because we've been the far better side. Helton just kicks it straight at one of the defenders. We've had 20 shots, only 8 on target, but still, they've had 1 shot on target and it's a goal. Helton, they're down to 10 men as well. Like, we should be dominating this game. Carvalho, Versace puts it in. Alanis does make up for the fact that he was offside for his first goal. Bangs in a second one. We'll find out at the end of the day who we're playing in the final. But Alanis, what beautiful strike on his weaker foot, I suppose you'd say. He's not really left-footed. Gonzalez out to Mendes. whips it across, nothing's going to happen. Carvalho picks it up. Gonzalez, Lianga. Game's over. Alright, we're into the final. I'm going to say now, we've broke our most consistent win record. 12 wins in a row. I'm going to say, well done for getting to the final. We are probably going to be playing Valencia. Actually, might be playing tomorrow. Luis Diaz out for 2 weeks. Oh, and he's coming up as a wonder kid now. Ooh, that's only just recently appeared. I do think we play... what's his face? Diaz Bender as the attack midfielder for the next one. So what we'll do is we will jump ahead to... And the final's drawn tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be playing that game in 4 days. So what we'll do is we'll jump ahead, and I'm just going to say it's going to be Valencia. I don't think the Tunisian side are going to be strong enough to beat them. So we'll see you in just a second for the final against Valencia. Having said Valencia are going to win their game so many times now, if they don't, I'm going to look like an idiot. But I'll see you guys in a second. Alright fellas, so after all my talking about how we're going to be playing Valencia in the final, we're playing the Tunisian side because they beat Valencia 1-0. Commentator's curse maybe? But interestingly, Kevin De Bruyne, 37-year-old Kevin De Bruyne, scored for Valencia. He is going to be a member of staff. He's not a very good member of staff. To be fair, not that good. Let's have another consider. Ooh, no, he's not. He is not that good. We have picked up a couple of injuries in the interim. And we have made a signing. Obviously, he can't play. But it is that Argentinian attacking midfielder who my director of football has decided is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Playing in lower leagues in Argentina. Lower league being the Torneo Argentino B. No idea what that is. He's been pretty shit, to be fair. He scored 1 goal. So I'm not overly impressed with him at the minute. But the fact that Valencia, who won the Champions League, only finished 3rd this year. It's kind of crazy. Bayern got to the final last year. Auckland made it to... Interesting. I didn't actually look to see how the Club World Cup went. Baka won it last year, beating Bayern. This year we played Tunisia's champions. Their main striker man... What was his name again? Miori or something like that? Mieri. Just the stats here, I had a quick sconce at him. He scored against Valencia, finishing up between 6 and 13. I don't want to say we don't need to worry because they just beat Valencia, but I don't think we need to worry. We have made a couple of changes. Like I said, there has been a couple of injuries. Ruiz Diaz, as you know, picked up a knock in the last game. Varane, still not fit. Avila did pick up a knock in between. It's only like a mild injury. Not going to risk him. I'm actually not going to play Ledesma either. I'm going to put Mayola in because Ledesma had a very poor game in that last game. Perez Ibanez is going to start this one because why not? It's his last game he's ever going to play for us. Lianga comes in as the box-to-box midfielder. I'm going to move Hilton into the team and then put him as a ball-playing defender. And Diaz Bender, obviously, because of the injury, comes in. Benitez, leave him as an advance forward. So we are going to go into this game. Heavy favourites, which makes sense. You know, we're playing in New Delhi today, and it's raining. Fantastic. Okay, I know a bit of an assertive faith has everyone pretty motivated. Except for, I think that was Lianga who looks happy. But yeah, East Bengal did get absolutely hammered in their first game, which is a little upsetting for them, seeing as though they were the home nation. That's the one thing I'm not looking forward to, is probably the Asian side of it. I think going from biggest to smallest is probably the best idea. Although I don't know. Disappointed Helton didn't score that there. He hasn't really scored very many goals since he first arrived. When, you might remember, he scored like 4 goals in his first 3 games or something. It was ridiculous. Not done that since. Diaz bent. Oh, just puts it wide. Namaguchi. Wait, who are you? Zubar Rekik. You're hardly related to... No, I don't think so. The Omar and Karim Rekik, who play for Hertha Berlin at the start. Hertha Berlin, by the way, if you're looking for a save to do, Hertha Berlin, it's a fantastic save. It's a lot of fun. Alanis just puts that wide as well. We've been rather wasteful so far. But yeah, Hertha Berlin, fantastic team to do a save with. I did my beta save on Twitch with them. It was delightful. We won the league in the second season. And I think we did relatively well in the Champions League. And then I stopped that stream save and started on the Journeyman that ended up not really going anywhere, to be honest. It wasn't as fun as I was hoping it would be. Because I was doing these saves at the same time. I was getting really confused and started signing a bunch of players for an Indian team, and then found out that there was super restrictions on how many players you could have in an Indian team. Diaz Bender puts it wide again. 15 shots, only 6 on target. We've been very wasteful. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. Benitez and Diaz Bender not having the greatest of games. I'm going to say to them that I have faith in them, because I don't want to make changes just yet. I do think Perez Ibanez is the one that's going to be taken off first for Versace. I think Versace will probably make a bigger impact than go on Benitez. I think Versace would have the biggest impact for the players we have on the pitch at the moment, because Perez Ibanez, not the best player this season. He's really lacked confidence, having only scored 1 goal and barely played. So I'd be happier to keep Diaz Bender on and see if he can whip up a moment of magic than take him off and leave Perez Ibanez play mediocre football. But Benitez with his second, and then Naruto runs away in celebration. Glad I played him today up front. Yeah, we are going to take Perez Ibanez off now for Versace. Move him back to a winger, because he's fine as an inside forward, but not ideal. It's not the one I'd go out of my way to play as an inside forward, if I'm being honest. And definitely not on the left. If I was playing him as an inside forward, it would be on the right. But his dribbling and crossing are far too good to play him as an inside forward, because his finishing isn't as good. But speaking of the devil, puts it in. Alanis, Diaz Bender, it's pinged around. Carvalho whips it back in. Versace, and he just puts it over. It was a bit of a madness going on there for a short period of time. I am going to take Lianga off for Gonzalez. Yeah. The Club World Cup came at the perfect time as well, because we do have that massive break where we have no football for an age and a half. So it's nice to be able to, get a bit of competitive football in at this time of year. Luna, Gonzalez, Benitez looking for his hat-trick. Luna. From distance, keeper got a nice hand on that one. keeps them in the game. Oh no, it's 2-0. Oh, looking for Benitez from the corner again. Alanis, Luna, Soto, Luna. It's going to go backwards here, aren't we? No, Soto, beautiful little pass. Gonzalez, nobody on the overlap, and Gonzalez. It was very, very easy for the keeper to grab that one. I was going to swap Carvalho and Mendenez because Mendenez was booked, but I noticed now Carvalho's booked as well. So don't really see the point in doing that. Is there anybody on the bench I would like to bring on? Bring on Christina Aguilera. She's not played a bunch recently because Mendenez has been in exceptional form. A guy who I was weary of him when he came through. I was like, yeah, he could be good. Maybe not. I thought Guevara was going to be the better of the two fullbacks that came through at the time. Guevara's plummeted after his... he had a really bad injury and he's just gotten worse constantly. Miola does something Ledesma didn't do in the last game and punts the ball as far away from him as physically possible. But yeah, Mendenez has definitely been the one that progressed an awful lot better. But like I said, Guevara did pick up that was it an Achilles tendon injury? He was out for months anyway. Went out on loan, didn't really play. That really stunted his growth as well. Versace, Benitez with his hat-trick. He is doing really rather well. And since Sevilla came back and started playing well again, he's really been unfortunate and lost his starting position because with Perez Ibanez struggling, Benitez came in, he went straight in as a starter and scored a bunch of goals, scored 7 goals, and then Avila came back, started scoring goals again, and I was like, oh, well, I can't really not play him. So there we go. We've won the Club World Cup with River Plate. This has definitely been, by far and away, the most successful we've been at any one single club. To be fair, I did expect Liverpool. I expect us to win an awful lot more at Liverpool. But having just won the Champions League and the Carabao Cup, I think it was, that's a disappointing bit of results. But, you know, to win the Club World Cup as a South American side, can't really complain. That's given us 90% reputation. We are 4.5 stars. We are the greatest manager of all time, ever. Like, look at all these cups we've won. And yeah, it was the Carabao Cup and the Champions League we won with Liverpool. Won the FA Cup with Arsenal. We won the League One and we were runner-up in League Two for Forest Green. Other than that, everything we've won since has been with River Plate, like the Super Cup Argentina, the Primera Division, Super League Cup, the Copa Argentina, Super Copa Argentina, Primera Division, Copa Argentina, the Copa Libertadores, and now the FIFA Club World Cup. We are quite successful. Like, of the 10 cups we've won, 7 have been at River Plate. The leagues, we've won 3 leagues in total. 2 of them have been at River Plate, and we've had 2 promotions, both with Forest Green. You know, I'd say Hall of Fame ranking, we're number 1 for Ireland. In the nation of Argentina, we're 4th, and on South America, we're 19th. That's not terrible. I have to say, I'm quite happy with that. We got ourselves a nice bit of cash for that. Everyone's saying how fantastic I am. They're delighted. Classy Benitez. 80% of his shots on target. Superb in front of goal. Yeah, biggest underachievers had to be Valencia, not making it to the final. And yes, Tunis making it to the final. Biggest overachievers. We won it though, because we're fan-fucking-tastic. Now, the question is, do I bother showing you any more of the Primera Division? Or do we bait on and maybe come back for some random games in between? Like the Super Copa Argentina, maybe we come back for that. Because that's... it's another cup that we could win. Yeah, we'll figure that out. It's going to be like we've roughly half the season left to go. Yeah, we've just under half the season left. And we have one cup left, and then we enter the Super League Cup later, which is not something I'm overly bothered by. I do want to finish the season because I want to try and win the Premier Division again. But I feel like the faster we move clubs, I'm going to see the season out. I'll come back when I think it's time for us to come back. But yeah, if you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. I think it definitely deserves a like after winning the Club World Cup. We're one of the most successful managers in the history of ever. Yeah, like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. Look at that. Look at that. We're actually number one worldwide. That's a different fight. That's a different one. Never mind. I was looking at it and I was like, what? That's my weekend save. As you can see, we're winning everything. On the continent, we're 20th. We're never going to get that like up here. This is insane. Nation, yeah, we are 4th. We could possibly jump Bianchi, maybe. Don't think we're going to get as high as Diaz, but nationality, I have the top 2 places. This is a save where I was going for a son, so I just basically I gave Wigan as much money as physically possible. And there we are with my Hertha save. Look, Bundesliga 2020 and then Pokal 2022. I'm such a good manager. Look at me. I'm 3 of the top 4 in Ireland. But yeah, like I said, if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. All that good stuff, you know. What else should you do? Leave a comment down below. If there's anything you think I should change, or if there's something you think that I could improve on. If you don't like something about what I'm doing, let me know in the comments. I'll see if I can change it, unless it's something to do with me personally. I'm old enough. I'm too old to change. Old dogs don't learn new tricks. I'm a goddamn old dog. But yeah, like I said, thank you very much, fellas. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and go do all the things I told you to do earlier. Like, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, @FoggyPlays. But yeah, thank you very much, fellas, and I will see you in the next one.